Merry Christmas and welcome to Lifehouse Kids.
Hello， 大家好，圣诞快乐！还有欢迎来到儿童生命
So
堂。
why don't we stand up and celebrate Christmas by worshiping Jesus?
那我们大家一起站起来，借着敬拜上帝来庆祝圣诞节吧！
称える絶えずずっと掲げるその謎と変わることない存在永遠に最高な神 I'll never stop lifting up your praise I'll never stop lifting up your name You never stop being so amazing You never stop being so amazing I'll go where you go I'll move where you move in step with your step in time or with you
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare Him room, and heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. We will sing joy. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ. While fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. We will sing joy. We will sing joy. We will sing joy, joy to the world. We will sing joy. We will sing joy. We will sing joy, joy to the world.
Let's read this week's Bible verse together.
让我们来一起阅读本周的经节。
It's Luke 2:11, just in time for Christmas.
这是路加福音2章11节。
Today, your Savior was born in David's town. He is the Messiah, the Lord.
今天在大卫的城里有一位救主为你们降生了，他就是主基督。路加福音2章11节。
Yay, I love this scripture.
我非常喜欢这个经节。
So why don't we pray over this scripture together?
让我们来一起因为这个经节来祷告。
Jesus, thank you for Christmas.
耶稣，感谢你，我们有圣诞节。
Thank you for coming for us.
谢谢你为我们而来。
I pray that you will speak to us through the message today.
希望你可以借着讯息来对我
In
们说
Jesus'
话。
name we pray.
在耶稣的名求，
Everyone said all together.
大家一起说
Amen.
Hello, 80 here.
嗨，我是信。
So the wise men saw a star in the eastern sky, and they learned that the greatest king had been born.
智者在东方的天空上看到了星星，知道了伟大的君王已经诞生喽。
So they went on a journey to celebrate.
他们展开了旅程来去庆祝这件事情。
I wonder if they got to meet this amazing king. Well, let's watch the box people to find out.
我好奇他们是不是看到了伟大的君王？让我们来看纸盒人吧。
Jesus was taken to the temple, And Simeon immediately saw he was holding the child spoken of long ago, the child that would bring salvation and light to all people. A star had appeared in the sky above where Jesus was born. Wise men from far away had seen it rise and followed it to Bethlehem. As they traveled through Jerusalem, the leader of the Romans questioned them about the child's birthplace, saying he wanted to worship the new king, but he secretly wanted to kill Jesus. The men finally arrived and entered the house of Joseph and Mary and presented Jesus with gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. They then bowed and worshipped Jesus, the King from heaven. Jesus grew up in a poor country town called Nazareth. He played with his half-brothers and sisters, and Jesus was loved by everyone and was always obedient to his parents. Every Sabbath, he would go to the synagogue and listen to the teachers explain the laws and the commands of God given to Moses and the prophets, hearing stories of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, of King David and the Messiah. Now, every year, the family would go to Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover. Families traveled from everywhere to this important event. During the celebrations, Jesus wandered off. He began talking to a Jewish teacher and a priest. They were amazed at the things he knew and wondered whose child this is. When the celebrations ended, Joseph and Mary headed home. However, halfway home, they discovered that Jesus was missing and no one had seen him, so they headed back to Jerusalem. 2 days had passed when they arrived back in the busy streets of Jerusalem, and they couldn't find him anywhere. Mary felt deeply troubled. Where could Jesus have gone? But Jesus was still at the temple, answering the teachers' questions. While Mary and Joseph searched Jerusalem, Jesus was searching through the scriptures with the religious teachers. They had never in their lives met a child like this. How did he come to have such understanding at such a young age? Exhausted from searching, they went to the temple and were told a young boy with unusual wisdom was talking with the religious leaders and teachers of the law. Sure enough, there was Jesus, who had impressed all the Jewish teachers. Mary, however, was not so impressed. "How could you do this to me and your father?" Jesus answered, "Didn't you know I must be in my Father's house?" Mary didn't understand, but she hid it in her heart, and they returned to Nazareth. Jesus knew who he was and who his real father was. On one hand, Jesus was completely human, but he was also completely God's son. He understood things only God understood, and when he spoke the truth, because Jesus is truth.
So being led by the star, the wise men got to meet the greatest king. His name is Jesus.
透过星星的指引，智者呢见到了伟大的君王，就是耶稣。
But why was Jesus, the Son of God, the greatest king, not born in a palace, but they found him in an ordinary home?
但是耶稣，伟大的君王，上帝的儿子，却不是在皇宫出生，而是在一般人家出生。
That's because Jesus did not only come for the rich and the famous, but for normal people, just like you and me.
因为耶稣不是为富人而来，而是为一般人、所有人而来，就像你和我一样。
Jesus came to save every one of us because he loves us so much.
耶稣来到来拯救我们，就因为他们爱我们。
Wow, Jesus is our Savior.
哇，耶稣是我们的拯救者。
So in this Christmas season, let's receive this best hope and His love from Jesus.
在圣诞佳节里面呢，来让感受到神而来的希望以及爱。
And let's look for ways that we can share this love with others.
因为我们接受到这样子爱，我们也可以分享出去。
So let's pray together.
让我们一起来祷告。
Jesus, thank you that you are the greatest gift.
耶稣，谢谢你，你是最棒的礼物。
We want to receive your love
我们想要接受你的爱，
and we want to give your love to others.
然后我们把这份爱给分享给别人。
So would you help us to do that?
请你来帮助我们，
In Jesus' name,
奉耶稣之名祷告。
everybody said,
一起说
Amen.
阿们。
Okay, now let's talk with people at home.
可以在家里一起讨论呢。
How can we share the love of Jesus this Christmas?
然后在圣诞节里面，我们如何来分享神的爱呢？
What do you think?
我觉得呢，我们可以做姜饼屋分享给我的朋友还有家人们。
Wow, that sounds delicious. She's gonna make gingerbread cookies for her family. That sounds amazing. And how about you?
那你呢？
Hey, so for today's activity, let's make some Christmas stars.
那今天我们要来做圣诞星星。
Get a colored paper and fold them like this.
拿一张色纸，然后把它折成这样
And
子，
cut along the edges into V shape like this.
那把边边剪成 V 字形。
And when you open this up slowly and carefully, you will have a star like this.
那当你把它打开来，就会有一个星星哦。
And you can attach a string and you can decorate your home.
那把它粘上一条绳子，你就可以来布置家里哦。
So try this at home and have an amazing week, everyone.
大家在家里试试看吧。
And Merry Christmas!
圣诞快乐！